Oh man, that's how you know when you have true power. That's a major flex. When you're so powerful that you can wipe the internet itself from articles that are not aligned with your agenda, that's how you know you're dealing with the elite. Guys, as always, if you want to learn more about realistic preparedness and survival, which is what I do here, you have the channel with a ton of information, and I recommend getting my books, to Survival Skills and Surviving the Economic Collapse. And do me a favor, if by the end of the video you feel you learned something you didn't know, you opened your mind a little bit more and see things a little bit different, do me a favor and click the subscribe button so as to not miss more information like this. You probably heard the link between vaccines and autism. That is, of course, no, there's no such thing. There is no link whatsoever between autism and vaccines. I mean, there's no better source for this than autismspeaks.org, right? They absolutely, certainly say, the result of this research is clear. Vaccines do not cause autism. Okay, all right, case closed, right? Origins of it. If you Google this shit, the only thing you will get, if you Google link between autism and vaccines, you will get like a fucking giant sign that says, it's a myth. It is not real. There's no link whatsoever. Now, I'm not a doctor, YouTube, so don't ban me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying one way or another. I'm just curious. I'm just a curious person, and I like, finding things out. So, all right, that's the first piece of information I get. There's no link whatsoever. All right. How is that we know? Well, of course, there's, big studies made by very smart people. What about the links that do say? What about the studies that do say there's a link between autism, like the one in African children where a doctor, a certain doctor that is now banned from everywhere, has said, well, this is an article in Spanish because this one they didn't wipe still. It is from CNN. The one in English, they already removed. But this one is still up. They question this is what it says in Spanish. They question the validity of the study that links autism and vaccines. So they're questioning the validity of the study that actually did found a link. This is from a doctor called Hooker, an investigation, and then William Thompson, the authors of the original article and the information that they found. Well, they both lost their medical licenses because they questioned the system. So I tried finding the article. It's gone, man. This is gone. PubMed, National Library of Medicine, retraction, measles, mumps, rubella vaccine timing, and autism among young Africans, American boys. A reanalysis of CDC data. Okay. Retraction. The editor and publisher regretfully retracts the article as there were undeclared competing interests on the part of the author, which compromised the peer review process. Furthermore, post-publication peer review raised concerns. This is validity of the method, statistical analysis. No. This has to go away. We apologize. There's nothing to see here. Go away. Fucking no. Run for your life. But you know what's even more beautiful than this? Because, we could have read it. No. And this guy lost his medical license, right? Andrew Wakefield. So this guy that was also questioning these things, this guy also lost his medical license. But you know who probably will never lose the medical license, but he did get arrested? Our good friend here, Danish scientist whose work was used for decades to deny any link between vaccines and autism, has been arrested in Germany. Again, the guy, the scientist that has made the biggest, study that proves there's no link whatsoever between vaccines and autism, the man just got arrested. Paul Thornton was taken into custody after more than a decade on the run. He was escaping the law. The guy that says, there's nothing to see here, there's no link whatsoever. That guy was escaping from the law for over a decade. Once hailed by corporate media as a leading researcher for his 22 and 23 study debunking the autism vaccine links, is accused of stealing more than $1 million in grant money from U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention. This guy was a criminal. He's a fraud. He's someone that is corrupt. He's obviously corrupt. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but couldn't it be that the guy that was on the run for a decade, couldn't it be that the criminal took money from, I don't know, some pharmaceutical company that want to make you think that there's no link between these things? I'm not saying that's it or not. I'm just saying I'm a little bit concerned, because if there's one thing I do know is that there's no medication in my medical cabinet or bug out bag. Any medication that I pick up has a little piece of paper, and it says what that medication is, and it also says the side effects, the things that could go wrong, and the bad side effects of any drug ever invented and ever created. Everything has side effects. Why is it that the only thing that you cannot question what could possibly go wrong is vaccines? The stuff that you literally inject into your body that has no problems attached to it, no complication whatsoever, nothing ever. If I question this, I lose my medical license, so I make sure no one ever does that. Okay, and the people that say there's no link whatsoever, they happen to be criminals that are on the run from the law for over a decade. All right, okay. Let's go with that, YouTube. Let's just assume there's nothing to see here.